Alright, guys, so we are back in the episode 8, and yep, we are on the new month for September. So today is 2nd of September. So we are on the episode 8, and we are same with Brian is here, right? As usual, we have our cryptocurrency. Let's talk about cryptocurrency. And so how are you, Brian?
Yeah, doing great as usual. Feel good to be back here every single Wednesday, where
Mm-hmm.
we provide you the best content, brand new episode regarding about what is happening in the cryptocurrency space,
Mm-hmm.
blockchain, and of course, what is happening with the current economic situation.
Yep.
Right, so we can't wait to get started, and of course, we have already
Mm-hmm.
prepared. What is the latest hot topic today? And
So, yeah, the latest topic for today, we have the crypto community celebrate as CNBC includes bitcoins in Jerome Powell's speech. So the second will be have the DeFi, decentralized finance project Yearn finance smashes record surpluses 30K. And the third will be the Fidelity president files for new Bitcoin funds. And we will have our alternate coin pick of the week. And lastly is our market analysis for Bitcoin and the alternate coins. So I think we should start. All right.
yeah, great. Yeah, so I really can't wait. And of course, a lot of news that is happening in the crypto community. Right, what
Mm-hmm.
is really happening, especially last week where Jerome Powell, right, he had made a critical statement regarding about the current economic situation, especially the US dollar, whether US dollar will be strengthening or weakening.
Mm-hmm.
But during the speech, he mentioned that he encouraged inflation of 2%,
Okay.
right? So it's really meant for the US dollar, and he encouraged even more inflation to come. So this news actually creates bullish news for the crypto community as
Mm-hmm.
they celebrate as CNBC includes Bitcoin in Jerome Powell's speech also. So I'm going to dive down deeply into this news, what is really happening. So
Okay.
last week, August 27, the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell delivered his remarks, and the digital central banker, right, conducted in Jackson Hole, right? So this is the big news actually last week, right? Major news that actually make the turning point towards the US dollar. So this speech was especially relevant for the Bitcoin and crypto community, as CNBC included BTC. So one of the world's largest news network, including Bitcoin in that coverage, explained that validates the crypto as a macro asset. This inclusion may have also exposed the hundreds of thousands of millions of viewers to the crypto world,
Mm-hmm.
planting it in their mind as an asset to watch as inflationary pressures grow in the US dollar. Okay, so Bitcoin makes it into the coverage of the Jackson Hole speech. All right. So what did Powell say yesterday? All right. He mentioned a historical change to the monetary policy strategy of the Federal Reserve, altering the direction of the US dollar. Okay. So during the coverage, what happened? The network brought up a Bitcoin chart that painted price action as the world leading central banker gave his speech. Right. Chart of
Mm-hmm.
BTC joined the Dow Jones Dollar Index, 10-year Treasury bond, the gold amongst the triptych of macro class. Okay, so the Bitcoin has come a long way in a very short period.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible to watch play out. So a very good and bullish news when he mentioned that. So Powell announcing a historical monetary policy change 10 years after Bitcoin launch. Sheets of Chancellor on brink, burning this one to memory, said Frank, announcing his excitement on the situation. So Powell also mentioned regarding about his decision, right, to drive
Okay.
long-term interest in Bitcoin. Okay, although Bitcoin dropped around 3% in the wake of the speech, right, during the speech it went up and then went down again. Okay, that's not to say that what Powell mentioned regarding about the economy won't help the cryptocurrency and its constituents in the long run. So Real Vision CEO Raoul Powell, who is a Wall Street veteran, remarked in the wake of the speech that Powell comments effectively cement narrative that Bitcoin will move higher. Okay, and then Powell also added that Federal Reserve will take an approach where it will allow inflation to inch higher than the 2% standard that has existed for years now. The central bank will accomplish this by keeping interest rates low. So a lot of things that is happening, and with the Federal Reserve have announced and also encouraged the inflation to go higher. So which means a lot of people will know that whenever they save their US dollar in their bank, whether it's US dollar or other fiat currency, we are facing this massive inflation where we are losing out on buying power now as the US dollar weakening.
Okay.
So this is quite serious and quite dangerous also, especially for people who do not know what is happening, right? For people who are saving in the bank, and when what happens after a few years down the road, their money getting smaller and smaller due to inflation. And then most people don't understand the letter, but it's simply put, power has shown that there is zero tolerance for deflation. So they will do anything to stop it. That is good for the two hardest assets like gold and Bitcoin. So Jerome Powell wants inflation 100%, really encourage inflation, and then he said, I don't think he gets true demand push inflation, but he will get fiat devaluation in conjunction with other central banks, all the same mission. So banks also are dishing out. Many people are selling their shares also regarding for the banks, and banks also have to bail themselves out regarding this massive situation, critical situation. Okay. So people are shifting their fiat currency to safe haven asset like gold, silver, commodity, and of course Bitcoin as well. So a lot of things that is happening, and of course I hope everyone who is listening right now you guys should know what is happening in the current economic situation. All right. So massive inflation and a lot of issues that is ongoing.
Yep.
Okay. So that brings the highlight of the day, point of number one. Now I want to move on to point number two. Okay.
So we have the centralized finance project,
Yeah,
right?
so speaking of decentralized finance, a lot of things that is happening also. Okay, and regarding the DeFi hype, okay, and also what is the reason behind Ethereum's price push? The Ethereum price also rocketed up also. Okay, it's because of the decentralized finance that is appearing, that is just came into this blockchain space. If we look back to 2017, we have this trend called ICO, initial offering, where we have so many new companies who establish, who recently start up new company, and they propose that their coin is doing some sort of contribution to the network space, to the blockchain community. So a lot of this keep coming up, and then ICO eventually became a bubble. Many company collapsed during those 2017 times. So coming in, moving forward to 2020, a lot of analysts and experts mentioning that DeFi is a scam, DeFi is a bubble, and it's repeated this pattern in 2017. As you can see in DeFi, they have about 9.15 billion allocated in this DeFi space. Okay, out of the 380 billion market cap right now, 9 billion is allocated for DeFi. So looking at DeFi project Yearn Finance, they have smashed a record and surpassing 30,000. That is 3 times the amount of Bitcoin, right? If you were to Google Yearn Finance, right, Yearn Finance is actually a token where it doesn't provide any value at all. It's a decentralized finance token. Okay, this is towards the token is actually functioning more towards the government side, government sector. Okay, so decentralized finance DeFi crypto asset tied to the Yearn Finance project has smashed records this week as the coin touched a high of $30,324 on Saturday evening. So Yearn's token is called YFI, has been recently added to the AVE platform, and the project's founder Andre Cronje is currently talking about collaborating with the exchange FTX. Okay, so YFI have jumped significantly in value since Bitcoin.com last reported on the project. And YFI made headlines outpacing Bitcoin, right, by price per coin as the token spiked to 16K on August 20th. And then on Friday, Yearn Finance token was averaging around 17 to 18,000 per coin, and the value leaped even higher during Saturday afternoon. Right, according to market data, Yearn Finance touched all-time high over 30,324 on 29 August. Okay, so now the value now is hovering around 30,000. So this is the space right now that people have been talking, and the hype in DeFi is getting hotter and hotter. So every time that people talk about DeFi, that's the reason why Ethereum price keep going up. right? Yesterday and also the day before yesterday, Ethereum, not if you see technical analysis, the weekly chart, right? It broke the resistance. So you see a lot will be going into DeFi, but before going into DeFi, they have to purchase Ethereum. Then only they can be able to purchase this type of coins, DeFi coins. Okay, so this week, an additional on Twitter, Yearn Finance founder, why he was talking about the FTX exchange. Okay, Andre Cronje did not detail what Yearn Finance and FTX were collaborating on, but he did confirm some kind of partnership was in place. All right, so this Yearn Finance, he also mentioned that this token doesn't provide any value. It is a zero value. He even mentioned many times. Okay, but yet people still go in and purchase it because many people have this kind of fear of missing out, and people just buy because of hype, because of people, or because of this coin is too famous, right? Someone posted the coin and everyone jumps in. They see the price too high, they also go in. Okay, so they also mentioned we will systematically be releasing Insure.finance, a prototype for new kind of tokenized insurance. So this Yearn Finance, they have so many type of coins now coming up. Okay, they have insurance coming up. They have so many. They've been branching out in this coin. Okay.
Okay.
So everyone have to be wary of what is happening, especially in the DeFi space, right? You might earn a lot, you might also even lose every because this is high risk, high return, and high loss. Okay, so over the course of the last 24 hours, Yearn Finance gained over 44% in value, outshining the most other token asset. Okay, and then in fact, out of the current 30,000 supply of Yearn Finance, they are really only 29,962 tokens in circulation today. Right, Yearn Finance has been massive traded volume this week as well. So their traded volume top up to 500 million, right, total overall. Right, so this is what is happening in the DeFi space, and you can see a lot of coins coming up. You have sushi, you have kimchi, all kinds of funny names. Yeah,
Kimchi
food names,
sushi, yeah.
right?
All
So
funny names.
you have to be wary, you have to be careful of going into this kind of project because this is high risk. And of course, sometimes you don't know what is the project is all about. People don't know, but they see the trend, they see the hype, and then they see the price is going up, and then new investors go in. When they dump in their money, they literally lose everything. So you have to be careful and you have to do your due diligence, right? So DeFi is definitely a hot space right now, and it's very exciting. And of course, you have to make sure that you are doing your due diligence before investing in any DeFi coin.
Okay.
All right. So that is basically highlight number 2. Now moving on to the next one, which is also quite good news, a very big news also. This one.
Fidelity president files for new Bitcoin fund.
Yeah, correct. So speaking about Fidelity, is Fidelity here. So most people don't know what is this company doing. All right. So they are basically a company where they are managing corporate and also personal funds. Right. Caters for retirement fund. They have mutual funds. Okay, and then cash management, sector investing, annuities, life insurance. Okay, so this company is very big, very huge in America. They have a $1 trillion asset fund, asset under management, $1 trillion asset under management, which can
huge.
drive the Bitcoin price. And now looking forward, looking at this company, that where are they heading right now? They actually wants to include Bitcoin, right, for new fund. That means they want to allocate another portfolio for this cryptocurrency besides other portfolio that they're having right now. So Fidelity president files for new Bitcoin fund. Okay, we dive in deeply. This director, all right, funds. Okay, Fidelity president and director of digital funds, Peter Juber, today filed paperwork in the U.S. Security Commission. Okay, informing the regulator of a new fund dedicated to Bitcoin. All right, previously known unknown Wise Origin Bitcoin Index Fund. LP was incorporated this year and is being run from the same Boston headquarters where the investing giant manages 8.3 trillion in customer funds. So Fidelity manages 8.3 trillion in customer funds, huge amount, and their database also is very huge. The early documentation provides little in the way of details about the fund. and shows that 0 investors have currently participated. Okay, we do know that the minimum investment to join the pool investment fund is $100,000. Okay, so this is the minimum amount for those people, for clients who wants to invest in this new fund, this Bitcoin fund. Okay, so they are allocating minimum of 100,000 for you to join. This is the latest development of Fidelity, showing the seriousness with which it is taking Bitcoin as an investable asset. A year after becoming one of the earliest institutional supporters of Bitcoin in 2017, right? And then Fidelity CEO Abigail Johnson also mentioned that she's been mining the asset. The company formalized its interest with the launch of Fidelity Digital Asset. Okay, so a lot of news and very, very good news from Fidelity coming from a financial institution, private fund management. Okay, managing funds over trillions for customers, for retirement funds. Okay, and now they are allocating Bitcoin as the new fund, right, which is super bullish news.
Okay.
Right, we can see that right now we can see that people are much more acceptable in terms of the blockchain and the digital currency. Right, where are we heading, especially as this year towards next year also, is very positive. So likewise, everyone that should also consider, right, to see where are we heading and where are this trend is going, right? Many people do not want miss trend. So this is the right thing that we are heading right now. Always follow the trend, and right, and of course those financial institutions, big players in the market, right, they are always ahead because they need to do their due diligence as well, and to able to provide to their clients is also carries a heavy responsibility, and their credibility also involves, right? So that is the news for this one, the third news. Right? So it's really, really good news, and I really can't wait, right, for upcoming one.
We have almost 3 more months to go for next year. Time flies so fast, huh?
Right. Yeah, correct.
So we have our alternate coin pick of the week. So let's see what's it for this week.
Yeah, so speaking about alternate coin of the week, right? So before that, we want to advise and want to tell our viewers right now that we are here to actually create awareness and to also provide you news, but we are not financial advisors. So please take note. So when you want to invest in cryptocurrency, please do your due diligence. Okay, so please speak to your financial advisor if you have. Okay, because here we are not responsible for your losses in case anything happen. So past performance does not guarantee future returns. Please take note. Right. So we dive into the alternate coins. Okay, alternate coin of the week. Let me share the screen. Right, so the for this week it will be Polkadot. So Polkadot is actually quite well known in the crypto community, not only in the DeFi space, not only in the blockchain, as well as, you know, because Polkadot has been heavily used by most community, right? And it's the anchor for all crypto, especially in the DeFi space, right? Very robust system. And looking at Polkadot, you can see they recently launched their new one. Previously, the old Polkadot, right? They had maintenance, and now they released a new Polkadot. Right, so right now the price is at 5.93, a market cap of 5.6 billion. Okay, total trading volume is about 430 million, right? You can see. Okay, so this is the altcoin for Polkadot. Right now, looking forward for Polkadot, you can see here. This is their main website, right? So what is Polkadot all about? You can see here. Okay, so this is the founder. All right, founded by some of the blockchain industry foremost builder, right? Robert Habermeer, Dr. David Wood, Peter Zaban. Okay, so this Polkadot here, they create a lot of functions and also the technology. Right, they do have the project, they do have the technology, but one thing that lacks currently right now is the users. How many users can they convince?
Okay.
for Polkadot to move forward. Okay, so adding on to this, hold on. So adding on to this Polkadot,
Mm-hmm.
right here. Okay, as you can see here, so what they are planning to do, they are actually a decentralized web, right, where users are in control. And they are also planning to build a connect private and consortium chains, public and permissionless network, oracles, and future technologies. Okay, so Polkadot makes it easier than ever to create and connect decentralized application, dApps, service, and institutions by empowering innovators to build better solutions. Okay, so a lot of things that is ongoing with Polkadot. So this
Okay.
is like a long-term project for them and very promising for those crypto community as well. For people who wants to hold and to actually involve, right? Then there's a lot of ongoing. So they are currently doing this Polkadot testnet and mainnet, right? So a lot of testing is going regarding the crypto community, right? So they have this become a validator. Okay. So there are a lot of coins like Chainlink, right? Some of the DeFi coins are also connected to this Polkadot also, very heavily connected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right? So I like this Polkadot technology also, right? A scalable, interoperable, and secure network protocol for the web, right? So it's designed most likely is designed focusing more on decentralized web, right? Decentralized website, and this is their network protocol, all right, that allows arbitrary data, not just tokens. Okay, so this Polkadot can be a true multi-chain application environment
Okay.
where it's like cross-chain registries and cross-chain computation are possible. So very good, I would say good ecosystem, and also the team is behind it also is very strong,
Okay.
right? So there's a lot of things to look forward, right?
Yeah.
You can actually, people who are viewing right now, you can actually look at what is their white paper, what is their roadmap, are they planning to do, right, in the next few months. So this is just the white paper. In order for you to know what they are currently doing, you can actually have a look, right? So yeah, so this actually brings Polkadot my pick of the week, right? You
Mm-hmm.
can see here, last 14 days they gained about 100%, 109% last 2 weeks.
Oh.
Okay, so currently right now they are having some correction, right? Because of Ethereum, Bitcoin is also down just now. So altcoin also will follow also.
Right.
Good to actually look for the correction in order to buy it, right? So these are the current exchanges that they are allow you to buy or to trade Polkadot, right? Binance, OKEX, and KuCoin and Bitfinex. So these are the exchanges, right? They can able to get. Okay. Now moving on. So let's move on to the next one. Right. So that's altcoin of the week. So hope everyone gets to know. Okay. So you can see right now, right, the crypto market space. Let me see first this. Okay. Overall crypto market space. What is happening right now? You can see Coin 360. The whole market right are in the red.
Yep.
Right. We are see BTC at 11,319. We went for a dip just now.
Yep.
Last 2 hours, not mistaken. Following by Ethereum from 480 early this afternoon, went down to 439, about $40 drop, 6.77%, right? Following by Ripple, right, Litecoin, and then other altcoins are in the red. Most of them are in the red. So
Yes, huge drop.
do not panic, but look for opportunities to buy the dip. That is one thing for sure. You don't want to buy when the price are already up, already pumped, right? Already in the green. So this is a time to look for opportunities. Okay, and then you can see looking at the crypto market cap. You can see market cap is at 368 billion. Okay, and then with the BTC dominance of 57%. So this BTC dominance also plays the important role on the crypto market, right? When BTC dominance drop, altcoins will have their own season. Some altcoins will perform, and most of the altcoins will really give significant gain, huge gains. Okay, so if Bitcoin dominance increase, then altcoins will have to maintain or will probably drop, right? So you can see right now what is happening. So Bitcoin 4.55% at a loss, right? Ethereum 6.23, right? You can see Tether, which is USDT, it already surpassed Ripple 13.4 billion. So much of printing and minting for the USD here. Okay, so huge market cap. So let's look at the top gainers. Top gainers, you can see Tron at this moment 16.27%. Kusama, it's a DeFi coin, 10.45. Band Protocol, all right, is also in DeFi 5.84. All right, just and then Binance Coin, Bobby token, all at 5 and 4% gaining. Now looking at the biggest loser here, biggest loser is about 35%. Ampleford, $1.48. SushiSwap, I've been mentioning, this is the one that been coming out, in and out. So this one, SushiSwap, recently just launched like few days or few hours only.
But the market cap is quite high also, huh?
Yeah. So the market cap 219 million. Yeah, a lot went down. This is a lot of hype coming up with the DeFi. Okay. So it recently went up about 100 over percent. Now start to drop. Okay, and then UMA, BCX protocol.
Right.
So a lot went down. Okay. Right. So you can see how Yearn Finance, you can see what's happening. Yearn Finance now dropped to 28,000. So this is a coin where it surpassed Bitcoin. Okay, with a market cap of 850 million, not even 1 million. Okay, so right now these are the coins that are not performing because of the current drop just now.
Okay.
Now moving on with the crypto and greed index, you can see right now we are at the 83, extreme greed. Yesterday was greed, last week was extreme greed, last month was greed.
Yep.
So right now you can see a lot of people have been going in and we are having this correction. So for those people who don't know what is this index all about, you can see extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. There could be a buying opportunity. When investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. So this is what we are facing right now. When investors are too greedy, market have correction. All right, so you have to see an opportunity for the correction, right?
Okay.
See how you can actually take advantage of the dip.
Okay.
All right. Now moving on, we have the last one, which is the crypto market, right? The altcoin and also the Bitcoin analysis, right? So before that, I would like to show you the DeFi, decentralized finance. This is the market cap right now, right? You can look what is happening. Total value lock is 9.15 billion. Okay, Uniswap dominance is about 17.39%. Okay. So for those people who are buying DeFi coins, they have most of the coins are in Uniswap. So Uniswap is actually a decentralized exchange. It's just the same function like how Binance exchanger, right? But this one is decentralized. That means you are not tied up to any exchanger. Okay. No one is controlling your fund. You're transferring between you and the company directly to produce the coin, right? And Uniswap, they have a bit of cons, which is the fee is quite high when you transfer. So the gas fee, especially with Ethereum right now, is getting higher and higher because of DeFi. Okay, so you can see DeFi, these are all the coins currently right now. And most of it, they are using Ethereum network. You can see 99% are using Ethereum network. So that's the reason why Ethereum price keep going up. That is why there's a huge demand in Ethereum. Okay. You see all the chains all are using Ethereum, all the DeFi coin, all Ethereum network, ERC20 token. So one way or another, it's good to also hold Ethereum, especially now with this DeFi is so hot. That is why I'm planning to also buy some Ethereum. Even though now the market is correcting, it's good to get some Ethereum, right? Because of DeFi. So with the leverage of DeFi, Ethereum price will increase eventually. So yeah, so that brings the DeFi market. Now I move on with the last one. Okay, with the altcoin market right now, you can see what is really happening. So we have already tested yesterday, 24 to 48 hours, what is really happening.
Yeah, it's been ranging.
Yeah, correct. So altcoin, Bitcoin trying to retest, right, the 12K. Okay,
Yep.
so it retest last night, they retest 12, and then now it rejects again. So altcoin also almost the same. Like I said, they need to break past this last resistance, which is on the 24th of February. This one,
Right.
within February, month of February here. Okay, so currently right now it's playing sideways, and this support here can see is quite solid in weekly here. This weekly zone. Okay, so very solid. So I believe most likely altcoins market will probably do a sideways there.
Yeah.
Right, probably ranging there, and then probably take ready to break this resistance and for takeoff to explode sooner rather or later. So all depends on the point now. But weekly is ranging, and yeah, I said this resistance still retesting, and then the support level here is quite strong. Looking at how many weeks retested, 10th of August, you have 17, and then 24th. The whole month, last month, is quite strong. Okay, so looking at daily, let's see. So daily also massive sideways here. You can see here. Currently, right now, yeah, it's sideways, and like I said, the support here still. But once if it breaks this support level here, so the next one, most likely you can see from here for daily. Next one most likely end up here, or next one here. Next destination, right? On top of that, currently right now, daily is creating this higher low, lower low. Okay?
Yep.
Higher low, lower low. So this thing only need to watch out at the moment. But as for now, we are still in the bullish trend, bull market. So you might not want to do a short. Okay, you might not want to do a short, especially we are in this bull market.
Yep.
Looking at H4, let me see.
It's the best to buy on the dip.
Correct.
At the
That is the
moment.
strategy here for bull market. Buy the dip. Like just now H4, what happened? It went down and then it reject. So it's a good chance to actually look for the dip. Okay, so I can see H4 here got a lot of support. You can see this one here also on the 28th of August also. Haven't really retest here yet again for this coming week. Okay, a lot of things that is ongoing.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so previously altcoin market tried to retest, right? This was also on the 17th, 18th August. Last resistance also failed to break up, right?
Yeah.
And then this one was when also 2nd of August. Okay, from I think this one was early August went up then came down. Yeah, so right now the game changer here is this support now. So if altcoin H4 were to break this support, then you might see a lower low again. Will probably might play around 625.5 to 589.75, the next support level, right? So we are really concerned on this area and looking at Bitcoin right now. Yeah, so I will pass it to you so you can able to analyze the market.
All right. So let's
So this
switch
is what
to.
I have for today. Okay,
Let's have a
so
look.
hope everyone can something.
Alright, so we have the Bitcoin main screen currently. So we are on the daily chart. So we are still using the same mapping for I think for the past few weeks, and the price has been retesting around 12,000 I think for several times, and currently it's dropping towards 11,000. Yep. So today we have a huge drop. So yeah, by looking at it, we have the key level support at 11,000, and of course let me draw a new line. So we are still looking at the next key level support will be at if it were to break 11,000, so it will bring down back to 10,500, right? But anyhow, we are still looking at the range market, and of course it's good to buy on the dip currently, but anyhow, if you're trading on leverage, so please calculate your margin. But if you are on investing on the bitcoins or any other coins. So I think it's the best time to still hold on to your um, coins. Of course, we are looking at bitcoins, alternate coins going to shoot up, especially on we are on the end of the quarter three, and we are going to the fourth quarter, so towards the end of the year. Of course, I think mostly there will be, what you call it, sell off of or profit taking, especially towards the end of the year. So anyhow, we are still looking at bitcoin, so it's going to fly up towards 15,000. Okay, 15 to 20,000. But anyhow, the major resistance will be still at 12,000 and 12,500. So if these both breakups, I mean break above 12,000 or 12,500, then we're gonna see bitcoins going to fly towards 15,000 towards the end of the year. But anyhow, yep, must be aware, right? People are taking profits, especially a huge gains of I think pre-COVID and post-COVID, right? Yeah, we have almost 75, yeah, 75,000, around 7,500, 7,600 pips, a huge gain on the bitcoins. Of course, it follows towards the stocks market, right? So I think, yep, this is my analysis for this week. So let's head back to our main screen. Okay, hold on. All right, so Brian, yeah, there's a few announcements. Yep, we have the X4 trading contest for the XSocio Markets. So the first prize will be we are giving out the Garmin watch, smartwatch, and of course $300 and the T-shirt XSocio limited edition T-shirts. Right. So we have another two more days, three more. Yeah, 2 more days. It will be end on the 5th September, and of course after the end of this X4 trading contest, we will have another trading contest for you guys, right? Of course, the price will be much bigger and huge. So, right. So, of course, I think that's a big announcement for our trading contest. So, okay, Brian, anything to add on before we end
Of
our.
course, here for those people who are keen to
Mhm.
trade, right? Who want to start their investing journey, trading journey, you can also start opening an account with XSocio Markets, where
Mhm.
they do provide the best leverage and also the best trading facility.
Yep.
Right? We not only provide cryptocurrency trading, but we have forex, we have stocks, we have commodity like gold and silver. For it caters for everyone, for every trader, right?
Sure.
So
Correct.
do message us, right, on how you can open up an account, right,
Yep.
and you can able to start your trading, right? We do provide the best service for new clients, especially, right?
Yeah,
And of
we.
course, so to wrap up this session, so
Mhm.
we a lot of news, a lot of bullish news, especially coming from financial institution. And
Mhm.
recently, Singapore Exchange,
Okay.
one of Singapore Exchange, they have listed Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to be able to trade publicly,
Okay.
right, in the index exchange, not mistaken.
Wow.
Recently, they announced. So you can see there's a lot of people will be waking up, right? A lot of mainstream media start to promote about cryptocurrency, how digital money changing our world, our way of transacting our funds. And of course, Binance also been promoting a lot regarding about cryptocurrency in London, and
Mhm.
also the bus stop. Yeah, they promote. So they create a lot of awareness right
Yep.
now, and again, a lot of people will finally realize that the fiat is no longer be able to use, and
Mhm.
they need to transition. They need to move
Yep.
to a brand new asset class. And right, previously we are using what barter system. From barter system, we are using coin, and then from coin we are using this paper money. So
Mhm.
paper money will eventually evolve to some one way or another. So it's either we adapt or we left out.
Yep.
So it's simple as that. Okay, so one thing that we can advise is that technology will change, and that's how revolution also will also. So with that, I would end this session. And once again, guys, thank you for your time and
Yep.
participation, and of course, stay tuned for the next episode.
Yes,
All right.
thank you so much,
So
guys.
take care and good night. Thanks again. Shah. See you.
All right. Ciao. Good night.